Welcome to BaseballGuys.com. I'm Ray Flowers. Yes, I'm wearing a football jersey. It's a Colts jersey, not that I have any particular rooting interest for the Colts in the Super Bowl, but I thought it'd be kind of apropos with that game coming up. I wanted to apologize also for making the report today a little bit later than normal. I like to get them up posted on the site at BaseballGuys.com a little bit earlier today, but I was waiting for some confirmation on the big news of the day. Still haven't got it official, but here's what we know at this point. Apparently, Orlando Hudson, one of the bigger names still left on the free agent market, has agreed to a one-year deal for about $5 million to join the Minnesota Twins. Now, again, this hasn't been confirmed yet, but this is a report. It's gaining some steam on the internet. Buster Olney of ESPN's reporting it. He usually gets these things right. So it looks like Orlando Hudson will go to the Twins on a one-year deal. This puts Nick Punto back into the position of being a reserve infielder, a position he's much more better suited for than as a starter. It also means the Twins may be trying to finally go away from Alexi Casilla. Haven't really been impressed with what he's done at the big league level, even though he's had a lot of success in the minor leagues. Move with Hudson now opens up the door for players like Felipe Lopez and Adam Kennedy to sign with other teams. Some of the teams that have been rumored to be interested in all of these players, the Nationals are at the top of that list. You've also got the Indians, possibly the Rockies. Cardinals have been tied to Lopez. He had some success there with them last season, a lot of success actually with them last season. Look for Lopez and Kennedy now, with the market established and Hudson finally joining a team, to possibly find their deal within the next couple of days, looking, I guess, Nationals way, because they have an open spot in that infield for the second base position if they decide to keep Christian Guzman at shortstop. Carlos Marmol, the second player I want to discuss today, he agreed to a deal to avoid arbitration with the Cubs, a one-year deal for $2.125 million. All people expect him to be the closer this year for the Cubs. He was great last year in terms of the strikeout ability. He was sixth in baseball with a strikeout rate of over 11.3 batters per 9 innings. Unfortunately, he had just the 12th season since 1950. 12th since 1950, folks. Of 7.9 or worse strikeout mark per 9 innings in a season of 70 innings pitched. Combine those two numbers together, and the pitcher who was sixth in baseball in strikeout per 9 inning mark last year comes in 189th in strikeout to walk ratio. That's a big concern with Marmol leading into the upcoming season. Another concern with him is obviously his ability to keep the ball on the ground. He's an extreme fly ball pitcher. Over 52% of all the batted balls hit off him in his career have gone skyward. He's been able to skirt the home run problem by keeping his home run to fly ball ratio extremely low, under 4% in 2 of the last 3 years. If that ratio rises back up to 8%, which is his career rate, or it gets even closer to the major league rate of about 9 to 10%, look for that ERA to also go up. So Marmol can be one of the top 5 closers in baseball. He's definitely got the stuff. The last 3 seasons, and one more stat for you, the last 3 seasons, batters have hit under 171 each of those 3 years against Carlos Marmol. No one can hit him if he throws strikes. The question is, can he throw strikes and can keep the ball on the ground more frequently, or will he be taken advantage of by the friendly confines there in Chicago and the long ball? We'll have to wait and see. Third player on the list, Nomar Garciaparra. A lot of rumors were circulating yesterday after the San Francisco Chronicle reported that Nomar was basically going to hang up his spikes after a great career that's been cut short, unfortunately, by a tremendous amount of injury. He came out today and spoke to a radio station in Boston and said, "Look, I feel great." 36-year-old Nomar says he wants to keep playing. At this point of his career, obviously he's nothing more than a spare part, a guy that can play some positions and help out a team as a depth player, but it looks like he'll look to continue his career if someone will give him the chance. Given his track record, you have to think that'll happen. 2 more players to close out today's report, both of them having ties to the Mariners. Firstly, Erik Bedard looks like he's going to return. I reported this yesterday on Around the Horn at BaseballGuys.com. Looks like that's going to be the case. Looks like Bedard will sign a one-year deal with around $1.5 million in base with incentives upon that. Again, this isn't confirmed. There's still an opportunity for him to go elsewhere, but that's the growing sentiment amongst people that follow the game, that return. And secondarily, Russell Branyan, still looking for a team. There was a rumor that retied him to the Marlins. Apparently that wasn't true. He hit 31 home runs last year. A lot of concerns with Branyan because of the fact he had a back problem. Last year was the first season he ever had more than 400 at-bats. People are worried, obviously, that last year was a career effort because of the opportunity and the success. We also have another idea at this point why he hasn't signed. Apparently at the start of this free agent period at the end of the season last year, he was looking for a 3-year deal for $20 million. We know what the market is. We've seen guys like Adam LaRoche sign for $14 million, a lot less than that. Branyan's going to have to come down considerably. At this point, he'd be lucky to get a one-year deal with a major league guaranteed contract for over $1 million. Some team might, catch lightning in a bottle with him if he can stay healthy because he does have a ton of pop. Again, it's BaseballGuys.com. I'm Ray Flowers. Thanks for joining us on Around the Horn, and we'll see you next time.